What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode 21 of Athlete Cast. And who we got here today?
Got Blane Wallace here today.
And Blane, tell them what you play, bro.
Basketball and tennis.
Basketball and tennis. So, first question of the day: what got you into your sport?
Growing up, my brother, my dad, my older brother played basketball all his life, and I looked up to him a lot, and kind of just grown into that. And my dad played, and kind of athletic family, and just that was a sport that I picked up, and just loved it ever since.
So, what about tennis?
Tennis, my mom actually played at Simpson for a little bit, and I got into that my freshman year, but COVID happened, so I didn't get to really play at all. I never really knew the sport until my sophomore year, and I just started getting better at it, and I kind of fell in love with that sport as well. So yeah.
All right. So, what made you choose Simpson? Even though I know what's your answer probably gonna be, since you said your mother played here.
Simpson. Yeah, family, but mainly is like education and the distance to home. Originally coming out of high school, I was between Central and Simpson to go play a sport, but Central didn't have what I wanted academically, and Simpson did, and it is closer to home too, because I'm like 45 minutes from here, so it's pretty good distance, and I love the environment and the people at Simpson. Just everybody gets along. Love it.
Hold on, so you're from here? What part?
Sheraton, Iowa. It's like south from here, southeast from here.
Okay. All right. So, how has your experience been so far as a student athlete, being a sophomore? So, you got more experience than anybody that's been on this podcast before.
It's a grind. It's D3, but it's still college sports. Even if you're here, not on scholarships or not, you still got to put the work in, and like on and off the court, off the field, whatever you're doing academically. Student athlete means students first. We're coming to college for education because we have a life outside of college after our sports. So, just got to study, put the work in. That's about it.
Hey, man, if that's not the truth. So, what would you say is the most difficult part about being a student athlete?
Probably trying to balance everything, Again, student athlete, you got practice, lifting, off-season, preseason, end-season, plus then you have certain classes you have to take, amount of classes or the credits, so getting the study time in too, because you actually, college is different than high school. You gotta study. You gotta study.
Oh, yeah.
So, I just say the balance is probably the difficult. You just got time management. A lot of people, when coming out of high school, tell you your time management down, no matter what you're doing. I said balance for both things. You want to equal it out so you can put your heart in both places.
Okay. So, what would be your advice for future student athletes?
Come in sort of prepared, if you have a friend or a relative or, somebody that's was a student athlete or was in college at one point, ask some questions. That's what my generation, coming in, nobody really asked questions. We were just told stuff and we didn't really know what to expect coming into college. So, if you want advice, ask people questions, get prepared. Know what you're going into for college, study right away after you get that first class out of the way, just so you know what to expect, because you only get one test. It's not like high school, you only get one chance.
Oh yeah.
So and when you're coming in for sports, you're done with the high school sport, you grind that sport that you're going into over the summertime, just get better, because it's a huge difference, high school to college competitively. Everybody grinds their butts off, and it's just, and when you get here, ask questions. I'd say the big part is asking questions.
Yeah. They're a big thing. They're a big time on asking questions.
Yeah.
All right, getting off topic of the questions, what's your major?
I'm a sports admin major and a minor in coaching, so yeah.
So what made you want to choose that major and minor?
So originally, I was actually a physical education and sports admin major. I was a double major, but after doing some observation with little kids, I was like, I was out of that PE area. But Sports admin, I was growing up. I mean, I was a 5-sport athlete. I was from a small town in Iowa, so I did a lot of stuff around sports and athletics. So coming in, I was like, I want to do something that's still evolved around athletics and sports, but not like all on the sporty side. So I mean, with sports admin, I could be athletic director if I want to in the future, or I can go work within a marketing area with like a professional sports team or something, just like on sales and stuff, but like still be involved with the sports aspect of life. So yeah.
Okay, so you said coaching as your minor. Is that a set thing that you want to do, coach, in the future?
Yeah, I definitely want to coach in the future for sure. Just don't know when.
All right, basketball or tennis?
Basketball.
Basketball for sure. Okay,
Basketball.
okay. All right, hopping back on. What's your favorite thing about Storm tennis or Storm basketball?
This year actually, for basketball, we changed with the new coaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
The culture they're trying to build is something different, and I like it a lot actually. I mean, they're more with the togetherness and like the culture and being as a family and just doing stuff together and just building team chemistry, and that's what I like about like the Storm basketball way, and it's just like we all get together, get along, just getting along with your teammates, and then that builds into practices and games. Tennis, I mean, it's my first year. It's kind of the same way a little bit. I mean, they try to build a bonding with tennis. I mean, especially when you got doubles and singles. I don't know if you know how tennis works or not.
Yeah, I don't.
Doubles, like you have a doubles partner, so like
Okay.
we like go out on our own and play tennis with our teammates outside of practice and just building that relationship with our teammates.
Okay, so I know I had a volleyball girl on here, and they said they have team chemistry, and I know football, we have team chemistry.
Yeah.
Do y'all have team chemistry? Like, y'all be like, just get time and y'all just hang out together?
Yeah, there's times like, it's actually after our basketball senior night loss, we all just kind of got together, talked and hung out after the games. Like, it was a sad night, but like, we all wanted to be with each other and hang out and just talk. So I mean, that's building chemistry right there. I mean, even after the seniors graduate or if you transfer, like you with these guys for a whole season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like you're building that bonding, and like these guys will probably be with you, or you'll be connected with them later on in the future. You never know. So yeah.
All right. So, what do you plan on accomplishing your next 2 years here at Simpson?
So that's a great question. I would say, I mean, I am JV on basketball, but the main goal for athletics is, try to make varsity, get that jersey, But I got to know my role on the team as well, and, if that's being on practice squad, I'm going to bust my ass off being on the practice squad.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's a goal there. I mean, also academic-wise, just keep grades up. I don't want to retake no classes, so I want to get out of here with my degree and get a future for my life, in the world. But yeah, I mean, I want to keep progress, keep grinding. I want to build up, not go down. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a new question I added in. So how do you handle criticism from coaches or even teammates or people in general?
So Chris, that's a great question. We kind of, for basketball, we actually talked about something like this with our team. I want to say criticism isn't necessarily a bad thing, though. Maybe it's like, it might come off like criticism, like it's a bad thing, but sometimes coaches and teammates are just trying to help you. It just may come off as like a rude way, but you shouldn't take it that way. There's always a bright side and things that are said badly. So that's what criticism, I either I'm taking it to heart and I'm going to get upset about it, or I'm just going to take it and learn from it and use that.
And get better.
Yeah.
That's how I do it too. Like, just take it as somebody trying to help you get better.
Yeah, it's nothing bad. It's like we're all here to play college sports and get better. It's like we're all trying to win. So it's nothing. I mean, we're here for a reason, right?
Oh yeah, we all here for a reason.
We made it to college level, so for athletes. So.
Yeah. All right. So has being a student athlete took effect on your mental health?
Oh, for sure, for sure. You know, there's, the times where you have practice late at night, or then you got like an exam the next day, and you got no time to study, or you were staying up until like 2 o'clock at night studying. Or like, I won't lie, I'm a procrastinator,
Oh yeah.
and just being overwhelmed a lot. Like your body can get sore and tired after a lift and practice, and then you just want to relax, and just not do the homework. So it's like overwhelming and the stressful stuff, and like that gets to your mental health and wellness. So yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you said it took a big effect on your mental health. How did you handle that?
So I'm a pretty religious person, and I look to God, the Lord, for a lot of stuff actually, athletics and academics. So if I'm going through a tough time at all, I'm either praying, or I'm looking through my Bible, or I got a wristband that says trust God. I look at stuff that reminds me of, I'm here, I made it here. Just relax, God's got a process for everybody. And, if I'm failing a test, just grind, try to get the next one,
Yeah. So how do you like this? Not it's off topic question. Like, do you feel like we have enough resources like for academics, like student athletes?
Me personally, so I haven't used any of our academic resources. I probably should, honestly.
Yeah.
If we're being completely honest, I probably should. But from what I've seen and heard, I've heard people like have gotten good grades off of like going to like the writing source center and stuff like that. But I've also heard like maybe they don't still do that good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Last semester, I tried it. Like, I tried to get into tutor for economics, bro. It did not help.
Yeah, so I've heard that from some people too. Like it doesn't help at all, and they still don't do good. But honestly, it is a school, and it's also kind of us ourselves.
Yeah.
It's like how we use it and how we like progress with it. But it's also, maybe the school could give us more resources. I don't know. It's kind of a 50-50 either or,
Yeah. All right. So, what's what's a moment in your athletic career when you struggled mentally, and how did you overcome that?
There's many moments, honestly, at high school, and just between being 2 years in college. Like I was saying earlier, honestly, just, looking to the Lord. If you, I don't know if you guys, I'll just say this, I was a little off topic. If you go to FCA, or you've never heard of FCA, I say you should go to that. It's Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I go to that every Tuesday, try to at least if I have time. But like again, these student athletes, it's hard, and the mental health gets to you, and I literally try to look towards God. I actually learned from a friend at FCA. There's some breathing exercises you can do, and it's like kind of like peaceful, and I started doing that. If your mental wellness isn't going good, or like overcome anything that's like in athletics or something, you take time, just do a couple breaths. It's pretty good actually. So that's what I've been doing, and kind of overcome a lot of stuff. So yeah.
Okay. All right. What have you learned about yourself being a student athlete?
Learn about myself. That's in-depth, deep question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a deep question. I learned a lot about myself, honestly. I've always been a team player, role player. I want to be more than a role player and athlete, but sometimes you gotta know your role.
Yeah.
So, just I've learned a lot, and just I've gotten closer to God from being 2 years in college, and that's something I've learned as well. It's just being yourself also.
Yeah.
It's not high school anymore. Try not to deal with the drama and stuff. We're all adults here, so it's like be yourself. Honestly, it's what I've learned to be. Is don't let nobody's opinion matters except for your opinion on yourself.
Facts.
So yeah, just being yourself.
Okay. So how do you mentally prepare yourself for games, practice, workouts, lifts?
JV games, you know, still a game.
Yeah, it's still a game now.
Still gotta take it serious. Before every JV game, I always do a quick little prayer to myself, you know, and then I'll just try to sit by myself or listen to like pop on some music or something.
Okay.
And then just get myself in the mindset I need to be in, and then when I get out there, just keep to myself, honestly, unless the coach gets mad and I gotta start clapping or something.
All right, so you said pop on a little music, a little extra bonus question.
No,
All right, what's your favorite hype song to get you hyped up?
yeah, I want to say I have a favorite hype song, but like go to would be like a Drake song or there's one I actually listen to a lot. Which one is it? Oh, Dr. Dre. I listen to a lot of oldies.
Okay. That's valid.
Dr. Dre gets me going, low key.
All right. So, what do you consider to be your greatest strength as an athlete or a student?
Greatest strength. I mean, communication. I do like. I yap a lot. I'm a big talker. So I mean, academically, athletically, and I mean on a social level too. I mean, communication's key. I mean, like I was saying, ask questions when you're coming in out of high school. So as strength-wise, communication, team. Like I'm a big supporter, like role player. I mean, I like to be there for my teammates. You know, if I got a guy calling me, you know, late night, tell me come pick him up, I'll come pick you up. I'll drive you anywhere, honestly. So like I'll be there for my teammates.
All right, your biggest strength, but what do you consider your biggest weakness?
Oh, dude, I want to say I have a biggest weakness, but there's many weaknesses. I feel like that could be a lot of people though. Like I want to say one certain person has a huge big weakness, but we all have many weaknesses. Like athletically, I'm a skinny guy. I'm not very big. All right,
Okay.
like there's a weakness there. I mean, academically, procrastinating. I don't study well. My study habits aren't that good, but I could change that up. Socially, I yap too much.
That's not necessarily a good
But
thing, though.
But I mean, like there's many weaknesses I can name off,
Okay.
honestly. But it's just I won't say there's a big weakness for me, but just there's many I could work on. There's many I have. So yeah.
Okay. So if you weren't playing sports, what would you be doing?
So coming out of high school, I actually wanted to go to aviation school to fly.
To fly?
Yeah.
Oh, so like become a pilot.
Pilot, yeah.
Okay.
So it was between continuing my athletic career or going to like a big piloting school and doing that because commercial piloting. That's what I wanted to do. But I chose the athletic route. But I want to be a pilot, or is that, or like sports communication. That's also a minor I'm doing here. I just added. I wanted to do like broadcasting and stuff, kind of like what you're doing. That's why I like what you do and stuff. So yeah, so just talking to people and stuff, or like analyzing sports and stuff.
I want to analyze sports, but I don't think I do that well. I tried that route before when I first started.
Yeah. It's hard. It is hard. I'll say that.
Yeah. All right. So, if someone else could describe you, how would they describe you?
I mean, could go a lot of ways, honestly. A lot of ways. A good one. I mean, I'm outgoing. I'm a pretty outgoing person. I mean, in high school. If you ask a lot of high school people, that was like around. I was in a lot of clubs and sports again. I mean, small community as a well-known person. I mean, for college, I still try to get out and be involved. You know, I try to get to know everybody and just become acquaintances or friends, good friends with them. So say I'm an outgoing guy. You know, outgoing in my academics, try to be, and outgoing in athletics, try to be the best I can. Teammate and on the court, off the court, myself personally.
Okay. All right, last question of the day. If you could play any sports besides basketball or tennis, what sports would that be?
Dude, oh, that's a great question, dude. Bro, either low-key gymnastics, because them guys are like jacked as fuck.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's scary.
It's this one dude. He's
Gymnastics guy. Dude, if I could do flips like that in their upper body, bro, I was saying, bro, if every athletic team, I mean, the football guys are pretty big, but if every athletic team was like looking like gymnastics guys, we'd be deadly.
Yeah, I think it's because they really have to use their body a lot more.
I mean, outside gymnastics, low-key football. I mean, that's just a dope sport, honestly. Just like watching it growing up, playing video games, football, type,
For sure.
It's cool.
For sure. All right, with that being the last question, do you have any other things to say to the audience?
I just know I'm saying he's doing some good stuff here. Tune in. I always watch him. He's doing great things. Glad he does this. Again, kind of just what I was saying. Be yourself. Don't let other people pull you down. Pull yourself up. Go to FTA. FTA, it's a good one. But appreciate you having me on the podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I try to have as many athletes on this podcast, bro. I'm trying to network a little bit, bro. Like I'm trying to find all the athletes and try to get them on here. Like you my first basketball. I need 3 more. I think I need softball, baseball, and gymnastics and swimming. If I get those 4 on here, I will have every sport
there you go
on this campus here. So I'm working on that now.
There you go. That's good stuff.
Oh yeah. But thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all liked the podcast today with my boy Blane. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn the post notifications on, hit that like button. Don't forget to share to any of your friends or any athletes. And don't forget, if you have any questions that you would like to add for the next episode, drop them in the comments below. Thank y'all. Peace.